Good afternoon, guys. Hello if you're new here. My name is Bells, and today I just wanted to get ready with you guys, kind of Vogue style, you know, very up close, personal. You guys are gonna get into my skin, get into my tips and tricks that I do to have a nice beat face. We're gonna transform this face from this to this, and yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys all on the way. I'm gonna let you guys know everything I've learned. And yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys, so if you like videos like this, then please keep watching. First of all, I've washed my face. The products that I use to wash my face, I'll have them here. I really like Caudalie's products to wash my face. Specifically their Vinopure range, because as you can tell, I am blemish prone, so yeah. Before makeup, I love a skin prep, so we're going to be going in with Charlotte Magic Serum Elixir. I have oily skin, but I found that mattifying my skin too much really just takes away too much oil, so then my skin produces even more oil and end up being just looking like a grease ball by the end of the day. I love hydrating my skin before. And then to prime, I'll be going in with MAC's Studio Fix. This is their mattifying 12-hour shine control primer. I use a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. It's still quite hydrating. It's not gonna strip your skin and have you feeling really dry. And we're using natural daylight, so I have no lighting. You can see me behind. No lighting, want natural daylight so you guys can really see what everything looks like. And then something that I've been recently doing is color correcting. As you can see, I've got dark marks around my face. This is just an orange blush, but you can get like actual color correctors that will help your skin. This is Picante by NUDESTIX. I feel like this dot is like a nice target shot, you know, how they have them in like gun ranges, and they have like the outline and the bullseye. I feel like I've got a bullseye right in the middle of my face. It's on my chin. I always get spots around my chin during that time of the month, and I just can't help myself. I'm gonna pop my spots. And even if I don't, I just get hyperpigmentation anyway. And then I'm just gonna go in with Clinique. I've been seeing underpainting has really been like a trend right now, especially on TikTok. So I'm just making sure that before we underpaint, because I've been actually really enjoying it, I'm going to be color correcting and making sure I have a nice base to work with, because that's the most important thing. And if the dark marks are still being really stubborn, don't be afraid to go in with some more concealer, that is. Don't go in with more color corrector. You don't actually want to be too orange. And I like a nice buffing brush, because I find sponges and other shape foundations, especially when they have bristles, they take away product, whereas the buffing brushes, you just tap. So you're keeping the product all in one place. Stippling brushes and beauty sponges for a more natural look, and buffing brushes for the full coverage look, especially when you're trying to correct spots and all that stuff. Whilst that is all setting, I don't want to go straight in with foundation. I want this to set in my skin and then apply a foundation on top. So we're going to just focus on the brows. I'm using the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I've got my brows microbladed, and I got them microbladed by SJ Clinique. I'll have her link down below. It's changed my life, honestly. I've always wanted this fluffier, thicker brow. Not too thick though. So my brows before, I think you can see it, they stopped around about here. So they're just short and straight. I know short, straight brows are really in trend right now, but I don't love them too much for myself. I like a little bit of an arch. Like it frames my face better. My lips are dry, so we're gonna go in with the Dior Lip Oil. Love this stuff. This is in the shade 001 Pink. I feel like all the shades kind of look the same. It's literally lip oil. It doesn't make that much of a difference. I have loads and I feel like they all look the same, but they all do the same job, and they're really nice on the lips, quite hydrating. Would recommend. Now we begin. I'm gonna go in with a contour. This is more like a bronzer. It's quite warm. I quite like it. I just apply that to anywhere I want to bring a bit of dimension. I used to like really apply it on my nose, but I just find that it just makes my nose look really red. I think it was Scott Barnes that started this underpainting trend, but you just end up using way less product. We're trying to save all our product, and we're also trying to use less on our face to give that more. Less is more, honestly. Less is more on the face. I like this brush. This is by Bare Minerals. It really gets into the nose. It's really good for like buffing in the eye socket, down the nose. It's really precise. That's done, but I feel like I can go in deeper, so I'm gonna go in with Fenty, Matchstix and Truffle and do the same thing. I want even deeper, like cheekbones today, and I want a jawline that I do not have. And I'd always say do your makeup as close to natural daylight as possible. If you're doing it at night, try and make sure the room is as well lit as possible so you can really see what you look like. And I find that doing it in good lighting just helps with flashback. You'll always be able to tell. In low lighting, sometimes it's bad because obviously your makeup looks good and I get that. If you do it in even better lighting, by the time you go into low lighting, you're gonna find that your face looks phenomenal. That's what the makeup artists do, you know? When have you ever seen a makeup artist do makeup in low lighting? Absolutely not. They carry their lights with them everywhere. For concealer with underpaint. Oh no, this is the wrong shade. Oh, please tell me I brought the right shade. No, I did not. Ah, it's okay. We're gonna work with what we have. I'll be using NARS on my face. I like caramel for concealing under my under eye, but it's okay. Biscuit is not too far off, so I'm gonna put Biscuit on the under eye. And the same Clinique concealer we used, I like to do it underneath the cheeks. Biscuit can be a little harsh. Dome brush for concealer will work every time, especially on the under eye. Brushes, generally just use less product and don't seep too much into the skin. Blend, blend, blend. Don't push product, especially if you have dark marks and stuff, you want to keep them covered. Do not push around product. You just want to pat, 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 and like smaller circles as you edge out. And you know who I've really liked on TikTok recently? She's an African-American Emmy Way. I'm gonna find her, just one moment, bear with me, because I need to give her credit, because she really taught me the trick with underpainting and helping that real glow look, especially for black women. So where is she? I need to find her on TikTok. I love her. She has so many tips. She's really, really helpful. Her name is Megan B Studios. Right here. She is so good. I watched her video on how to achieve the Lori Harvey glow. Amazing. She looks so good. So this, if you want to do a natural glam and leave your base here, this looks great. I'm going to take it up a notch because I always do, yeah. So for an even brighter eye, I'm going to go in with Ginger by NARS. I feel like this placement is usually where eyes can get really dark and hollow, so let's put it there, and like a tiny bit on the side. And because I kind of want a natural glow for under eye for this, I don't mind taking a little bit of products. I just want to brighten. I don't really want to cake on. I'm not too fussed about a clean brow. I kind of like my brow to look naturally full. The old me would have really made sure the eyebrow was nice and crisp, but then the new me is just, no, feathery brows just look the best. We're gonna go into eyes, so I'm going to pat some extra powder on the eyes, so any fallout we'll just get rid of. That was something that Megan taught me. Even though I really should have known that from ages ago. I used to do that, but I used to put a little bit too much. I will stand by and say the Anastasia Soft Glam palette is like one of the greatest palettes ever. I love this palette. Look at it. It's ran through. I'm gonna go in this shade Rustic. That's my favorite word ever. I literally say everything is rustic. Rustic vibes. Rustic, rustic, rustic. Or you can just go in with your bronzer. That can also work as well. I want a deep brown eye. And I love doing this when I want to do a smoky eye. Take it all down the nose, or here, not too far down. Going in with Cypress Umber and Rustic together. Now we go in with just Cypress Umber and we're going to put it all over the lids. This look is really easy because it's just a lot of brown. It's literally just a lot of brown and buffing it and making sure it looks nice. It just will look nice on anyone. Ooh, sorry, bless me. For me, I realized that taking it too high, because I have smaller eyes, just looks a bit weird. So I don't like taking my eyeshadow all the way to my brows. I kind of keep it in the middle. Because I've got like slightly hooded eyes and small eyes, so I just don't take it too far. I don't take it too far at all. I go in with a black eye pencil. This one is from MUA, got it years ago. I love it. Get any angled brush and then just use that to get the shape, and then you're gonna buff it out again. And I just get like a little dome-ish shaped brush like this. I use the browns, any browns, to really buff that out. Feeling very 90s supermodel, and I just don't feel like they had shimmer. Everything was very cool toned, brown and matte. So let's do that. Back in with the soft matte and use that on the under eye. I also want to add some colour to my waterline. I love it when I add some colour. So I have this shade from Hourglass. This is a green shade called Voyeur. I love blues, greens, purple on the under eye, especially for like brown eyes. Really helps it like pop. Ooh, oh no. With a smoky eye, I like it because you can get away with kind of being messy, because that's like the whole vibe of it. It doesn't need to be a clean look. Oh my god, guys, if you actually do this look, please let me know and tag me. Or send me pictures. I want to see. This is NARS Climax mascara. Absolutely love this mascara. I really coat them on, I absolutely love it. I have my raggedy lashes. These are by Ardell Wispies. I like them because it just makes them look like my lashes but longer. I didn't pack any tweezers, so we're gonna use this with my free hands. I used to do this easily when my eyelashes were short, but now that they've grown, it's a lot harder. Going in with Iconic brow pencil or crayon pencil in the shade Chestnut Brown. It's actually a little lighter for me, but it brings definition. I don't like my eyebrows too dark. One side's a crayon, the other side's a marker. Marker? Like a pen? I don't know. Anyway, going in with a brown liner. This is an eyeliner from Too Faced. Just gonna extend my eye a little bit. Blush, I like the Dior blush. This is in 001 Pink, which is the same as my lip shade. Because the look is too smoky, I don't want it to be smoky and blushy. I think it looks better nice and subtle on the cheeks. Now we can go in with this palette that I've been using. This is the NARS palette in Samoa Matte. Everyone's been like contouring this way. I'm too scared to contour this way, but I just bronze this way. So it gives me that shape. Airbrush palette by Charlotte Tilbury. They did their thing. This is so nice to brighten on the eye. I like to use it at the end just to clean up any fallout. And then we're gonna powder with MAC. This is their mineralized skin finish in medium deep. To marry everything together. I absolutely love to contour my lips, so we're going in with Truffle again by Fenty. Whatever you contour for your cheeks, it's gonna work for your lips as well, duh. And then I absolutely love NYX on the lips. This is in the shade London. And then Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade Fussy. Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray. This face is not moving. It's not moving today. I like to also go with Dior highlighter on my highest points. And that is it for today's look. I hope you guys really loved it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want more of these videos? I'm happy to do them for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Mwah. Bye.